All right, so this week we watched the infamous, the greatest, Black Adam, directed by Jaume Colette Serra, starring, of course, Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson,
Johnson.
Pierce Brosnan, Noah Centineo, and Sarah Shehi. I'll give you a quick little synopsis for this little origin story for Mr. Black Adam. In ancient Kandok, Teth Adam was bestowed the almighty powers of the gods. After using these powers for vengeance, he was imprisoned, becoming Black Adam. Nearly 5,000 years have passed, and Black Adam has gone from man to myth to legend. Now free, his unique form of justice, born out of rage, is challenged by modern day heroes who form the Justice Society: Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, and Cyclone. Quick spoiler free, because there's a lot of spoilers to talk about. And yeah, who wants to start? Who'd
Me,
love to
me,
take a
me.
crack at it?
I did not know that Doctor
All right.
Fate or Hawkman or any of them were going to be in the movie. I just want to put that out there. So when they were introduced, I was like, "What?"
So you didn't see any trailers? I'm
No, I
assuming.
did not, and that's why I texted y'all. I'm like, "No way, these characters are in here."
I,
One minute.
I they actually I thought they were a lot of fun too. Like they actually like worked
Yeah,
together pretty well. Like
Me
it
too.
was a nice little change
It
of pace
was,
with their little
dude,
group.
Hawkman's suit was so crisp. They somehow made Hawkman not lame, and I was so impressed.
yeah,
They made him such a badass. Doctor Fate too, bro. Doctor Fate's a G.
Dr.
bro.
Fate's always been a G, though.
Yeah, Doctor Fate's amazing.
He was sitting there
Doctor
hitting
Fate's
those Injustice 2 sigils.
dude. He legit
Yeah,
was. Did
yeah,
you notice that, Anthony?
yeah. That's
He
funny.
was hitting like actual Injustice movies. It was so funny. But right now, Doctor Fate 1, Doctor Strange 0.
Hell yeah.
About to
Fuck
get some
Doctor
people
Strange,
riled up
bro.
with that one. But
Marvel
yeah,
fans
what
are
else
going to
y'all want
hate
to
to
add?
hear, but Dr. Fate was OG before Doctor Strange.
He actually was though.
And he's more powerful, I'd say.
I'd say he's probably more powerful. He definitely has a better grasp of his powers.
Yeah.
But I guess this movie was. I think it was the typical origin story. To be honest, I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything like super special about it. But like it is a movie that like The Rock has been trying to get off the ground for a long time, and he finally did. And I don't think I regret. I don't think I regret seeing it. Like I don't think it was bad by any means.
I
I thought it
think
was a good origin story and it made sense.
the
I
story
agree.
itself, you can say, was, I guess, like a typical like origin story, but
Yeah,
the way they did it in the movie itself, I think, was pretty unique.
I do think it has its own little style to it. To me, it kind of feels like 300.
Damn you. Let me fucking talk. I was going to say that, you whores. You
Okay,
motherfuckers.
you have the floor.
No, I don't want to talk now.
Well, now you can say the cons. You can start us off on the cons
Yeah,
or whatever. If you had anything bad to say about this movie,
No,
quick
I don't want
spill.
to talk now. I'm just kidding. All right. I will say the visual style did remind me of, like, I remember sitting there watching the movie and like the opening scene, and I was like, this feels like a Zack Snyder movie because they pulled off a lot of slow motion that's
but
very like stylized the
it
way Zack
was
Snyder did
so
in his version
good.
of Justice League and
Yeah,
300. Like it felt like they were like, I like that. Let's take that, and they just sprinkled it in there, and it was fucking sick as fuck.
Yeah,
I had to check the director.
Me too.
I had to
Like
see
do a
who it
double
was.
take. I was like, because like it looks exactly like something Zack Snyder would do in the exact moments he would slow it down in.
And then the music too, or no, never mind. The music was more modern stuff, but
The, the music to me was one of the weaker points, and I will say that
what
outright.
the music for me was like one of the main like best points.
I'm in between y'all. I'm in between y'all. I
It
thought
Was
some
would have
music
been
was
cool,
cool,
but it was
some
just
wasn't.
like the plot line for it. It, it was just really generic. Like this whole movie was basically just the Rock movie, except he actually gets superpowers this time, which
No,
isn't too much different from how he is in normal movies.
I did. I
I was
just
gonna say that's the only thing I knocked it off for, or not the only thing, but like that's one of the things that knocked it off for was like The Rock has no range, dude. He's had too many
I
movies now
disagree.
where
I
he's
feel
just
like
the
his
same.
role in this movie is way different than any of his other movies.
It's not.
His,
I
his role's different, but I'm saying as an actor, like he got no range. He legit did like one emotion all movie. Maybe two. He did two. I'll say he did
I
two.
don't know. I think that's also just the character, though.
Bro, that's just him in every movie, though.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think this movie, for me, this movie proved to me that he can do more than just jungle movies. You know what I mean?
Bro, this basically was just a jungle movie.
I disagree.
Well, this was basically Fast and Furious, but with superheroes, for
Nah,
being real. It
I
was all
felt
about
that way
family.
too. I did felt that. I legit felt that way. I
like,
thought it was like a Fast and Furious movie. But other than that, I think I'd recommend it though.
I
At
would
least
too.
once. Go watch it.
I know, like it's a blockbuster for sure. Like they're always going to be entertaining.
And I do
Just
gotta say it's got some good action. It's got some fun action in there.
oh, it does have some fucking sick ass action scenes in there. Favorite part was
Did,
that little duel, the goofy ass duel that he did. Like second, ugh.
did you enjoy Anthony? Or recommend?
I highly recommend it. It was very good.
Awesome. All right, now we're gonna get into the spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's been probably about a week by the time it gets out. So see you later and go watch it. Say it around for us. Check our link in the descriptions. Bye.
I was so happy when The Rock ripped off Hawkman's head and said, "This is Sparta."
Dude, I want to do the intro, the first or I don't know, however many minutes, whenever he came out of the cave, dude, that was so good. Like that whole scene, I was just like, I'm not prepared for this movie. Like, it's
Dude, the
just,
way he like lunged at people too.
dude, I I loved his fighting and like the way they like portrayed him going from person to person, like with the speed. It was just
Yeah.
oh, it was amazing.
Dude, he fried that first guy, bro. Oh my
Dude, dude,
gosh.
Whenever they showed him melting, I immediately was like, "Oh, I see why it took him 5 passes to get a PG-13 movie and get off the rated R list." Because if they were doing shit like this all the time, then holy, I need
It's
to
one
see
of the
the
most
rated.
brutal.
I need to see the rated R cut for this movie because that must be the most wild fucking shit.
It's probably just got more blood. Is it just me that thought? And like I promise, I'm not lying. The first scene on Candok with his son, like it didn't show the dad's face, but I thought that was The Rock.
Of course, because you predict every movie ever.
I know. I legitimately thought it though. Because I was like, I wonder why they're not showing the dad's face. It's because it's The Rock.
I guess that's fair.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
No, it does have a
And
6'6".
Hey, yeah,
can we also talk about how they had to CGI him to make him more skinny? Like that's when do they ever do that? That's
Dude,
funny.
that's hilarious.
I don't think they CGI'd the body down. I think they just cut and paste. It looked like they cut and pasted his head on a smaller dude's body.
Probably, but still, it
And it
made him
looks
look
so
skinnier.
wrong, dude. He looked like a bobblehead. I feel like I could flick his forehead and he would topple over and not be able to stand up.
That's funny.
Like when they copy and pasted his face into that one fat guy in you know what I'm talking about, that one movie.
Yeah, in Central Intelligence.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
That one was pretty funny though.
Dude,
We
I
Just
love
look up the
we
just
always
look up the
start
clip,
off with
bro.
we start off with our cons, Anthony. So before you say I love, remember
okay.
sliding into the cons.
Fair.
And I would
Say I hate. You know I hate.
I would like
You
to
know I
start off
hate
by
this.
saying that although there were several moments that had really amazing CGI, there was also a fair amount where the CGI was like really obvious and it kind of took you out of it
what?
for a sec.
How? Give me an example, because there's no way.
There was a few times with the jet where the jet looked really fucking out of place in certain areas.
How? What? Okay.
And then there were
I
times where the villain, like especially at the end, the villain looked like a PS4 video game character.
that's the only thing I was gonna say is I could tell with the villain.
maybe with the villain.
And then there were certain fight scenes, like whenever he was flying through the air uh, with the planes, taking out the planes, that looked all the planes and helicopters looked really fake in the air too in that opening scene.
Yeah, sometimes I just think you're making things up when it comes to CGI.
And then you're gonna Google it, and you're gonna get another person's opinion that says the exact same fucking thing.
I thought it looked good.
Google, was CGI
I'm
Black
not saying
Adam
it looked
bad?
bad. I'm just saying like there were certain like little beats in here every now and then where I'd be like, okay, fuck, that's fake as shit.
You can tell where the budget ended was diminishing,
Mhm.
basically.
It was really noticeable at the end with that villain though. Like
Yeah,
he almost resembled like the last fight scene of Black Panther.
almost, but he didn't make it
Not
there.
quite as bad. He's had slightly more definition, but for the most part, it was more the animation that time than the actual render, I think, because there were times where he just felt like he didn't have any kind of weight on his body.
Yeah. Any cons, Anthony? You don't got any cons?
I don't think so.
Zero?
Yeah, I don't think I have any.
Wow. Well, then I guess you can add some more if you want, Edward.
The
Um,
only thing, oh, it's not even a con. I just think one thing they could have gone without, in my opinion, was the humor from the Atom Puncher. Like they,
Adam Fat.
yeah,
Oh,
they always want to add in humor, and sometimes it's just like they did it well, but it's just like it wasn't necessary.
I was gonna say I did think it was done
I
well
think
though.
he was my least favorite character though.
Yeah, it's just because he was just there for the comic relief,
Yeah, but you always need a comic relief character, and why not stick the rookie in? You know,
I
I
guess.
liked him. I didn't care for Cyclone. She
I,
felt like
was,
she was just there.
I love
She,
they
Cyclone. She
they
was
both
cool.
felt like they were there. The only thing cool
yeah,
about Cyclone was literally her CGI, because that
Dude, it
shit might
was
have been the most beautiful
cool.
looking movie moments ever.
It was so
Especially when they slow mo her while she was using her powers. But we're not talking about that. We're shitting on the movie right now.
okay. This movie
Let me
sucks.
continue. What I was going to say earlier is that the music it felt really generic. Like you can only hear so many superhero themes, and I don't know what it is, but I just wanted him to have like a more menacing tone. Like if he's going to be this person that just goes around just killing people, and in the end, it doesn't say he's not going to kill people. Like he's very much this dude that just kills whoever the fuck he wants. Why would you have some like really uplifting theme for him and not like a darker, brooding tone? I just felt
because
like
it's Black Adam, bro.
it was out of place for his character, and it
Which is
was
what
generic theme. And they did the thing that they do with all black superheroes, where just add some snare drums and an 808 and call it a black person theme.
sad because you're right. But other than that, I really thought the pacing was out of whack, kind of terrible to be honest.
Bro, what? Y'all are, y'all are crazy.
No, the
It
pacing
went
was
from
like really upbeat and quick to really slow and drawn out to like everything happened in the last 10 minutes.
which is what I hated because I knew I as soon as that guy died and they were like making a big deal about the artifact and stuff, I was like, this dude's like gonna turn into a villain or something, kind of like Wonder Woman, like where it's supposed to be like this twist. And I'm like, but then they took Black Adam back to the place, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, it's not over, right? And then they showed the bad guy, and like all of a sudden Black Adam came back, and I'm just like, bro, come on. Like I don't even care about this villain, dog.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they just shoehorned him in at the end, really.
Because at the base of it, the movie's just about heroes trying to get Black Adam back. Like they don't want him unleashed on the world,
Mm-hmm.
but he ends up still being released. So, which at the base level, that's a terrible plot to have for like a 2 hour movie. But
It was a terrible plot to have for a 2 hour movie, but then they had a big CGI villain at the end, which bailed him out and made it a blockbuster that
Which
everyone
is
should.
also another reason it feels like a generic superhero movie. Like it's just a regular, like it follows the formula down to a T.
Hit.
I didn't think the villain was very compelling at all. They didn't make me care for
Introduce
the villain.
introduce main character, have him have issues adjusting to modern day world, have villain from past also show up, and call it good.
Pretty much is what they did. No, I mean you're still gonna have a lot of fun in the movie though. It's not like it's not gonna hinder your fun too much. But um,
Would have been nice if he was going to have the hierarchy of power in the DC change to have a
it
hierarchy
just
of
did, bro.
power
Legit.
of good stories changed.
That's asking quite a bit for him. Oh yeah, and my last thing was I just did not care. I didn't care for that the mom and her son at
Oh,
all.
I
I
didn't
didn't
give a
care.
fuck about him either. I think they just threw him in there so they could have a humanizing element. But I think the movie would have been much more entertaining if it was, just kept within the Justice Society and Black Adam. Maybe Amanda
And,
Waller showing up more and barking at him.
and because of them, I feel like Black Adam was
He was bitched out.
no,
Don't even say
yeah,
it.
kind of.
They made his character weak as hell.
Well, I was gonna say kind of, but then I was like, well, actually, they are like the people of Kandak, and that's who he protects. So maybe not.
Can't deck on these nuts.
Like, but that's all I got. Anything else for negative?
No, that's it. I think I'm ready to slide into some uplifting prose.
I
All right,
thought
Anthony,
the music was
I want to
amazing.
hear your voice.
I thought the music was one of the best parts, especially during like the solo scenes. I just I it was so good. I loved it. I loved every single part of the music.
I did think sometimes I thought sometimes it fit the mood. Other times it kind of just came out of nowhere, like the type of music they played.
I don't know.
I still think it should have been dark and gritty if you're doing it
We're
for
talking
Black
about
Adam.
pros. That's why I was quiet during the cons. So if y'all don't agree, just gotta shut up.
What are you talking about?
Just kidding. All I'm saying is the music was good. I also really, really enjoyed that they actually stuck to his anti-hero agenda. Like they really made sure you knew the entire movie like he wasn't a hero, which is really good because I feel like I was afraid going into the movie that they were gonna end up painting him as a hero. You know what I mean? Like,
He
and
po- he po- I was just gonna say he point blank said like, "Yeah, I'm not a hero."
yeah,
So I
I
was like,
love
"Good."
that. So
I was like,
and
"Good, you're not a hero."
all the way up until even the very end, even when he saved the day, he's like, "Yeah, I'm still gonna kill people. I'm still like not gonna save you. Like I still
Yeah,
don't
no.
give a shit about y'all. Like everything. He was just
All he
like,
did was gain respect. He just didn't. He didn't like go full good guy. He was
yeah,
like,
which
I
is good
respect you, but get
because
the hell out of here.
they could have messed that up. So that made
And
me.
I'm glad they didn't, because like comic wise and like every other adaptation of him, he doesn't give a fuck about anything other than conduct. Like that's his whole character. Is he's like, I don't give a fuck about what y'all are doing over there as long as you don't fuck with me over here. But if you fuck with me over here, I'm gonna kill everyone. So
And he
I
could
love
have.
how he was just throwing people around, bro.
I
He straight threw him into like
just
the
womp.
sun.
I also
You killed
like
him, didn't you?
that they brought the Justice Society and including Doctor Fate. And Doctor Fate is an extremely powerful character. Like he's super strong. And I loved that even with all four combination of them, like they still couldn't stop him. And I love that because like Black Adam is one of the strongest characters like ever. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
think they kind of
Well,
nerfed Doctor Fate,
yeah, I think so too. But
but I think
uh,
they got away with it by having him be an old man. So that's how they were
right,
able to kind of sneak by
right.
it.
which Aldous Hodge and Pierce Brosnan, they were standouts for me. They did a good job as Doctor Fate and Hawkman.
Oh,
It
dude,
is.
those two were my favorite characters out of this whole movie. I honestly
Hawkman
stopped
Like,
is
watching for Black Adam and was only interested in Hawkman and Doctor Fate.
yeah. I love like the chemistry or whatever between Hawkman and Black Adam. I thought that was cool.
dude, I did laugh every time Adam Smasher did something stupid, and he's like, I'm gonna see you later.
Oh yeah,
Dude, that was
we're
funny.
gonna
Funny.
we're gonna talk later.
that was so funny.
Like 3
It's like
times in the
me and you,
movie.
me and you.
Me and you.
That was yeah. I loved.
Me and you, rookie. I got you later.
Him trying
That
to
was
peacefully
funny, too.
negotiate with the people. Adam Smasher just beating the shit out of his statue.
Okay, you know what else too? It is. This is kind of. I feel like what Adam Smasher, in my opinion, did for the movie is these people were like people of conduct were loyal to Black Adam because they thought that was their hero, right? And basically, the heroes came in to basically be like, "Nah, he's not a hero. Like he'll kill you. You know, like he's evil." But then the heroes come, and once they get there, then Kondak starts getting destroyed. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah,
you just left Black Adam alone, Kondak would have been fine. But the heroes come, and now they're destroying everything. So it makes Black Adam even more of an idol because now it's like, oh, all these heroes are coming in to stop our hero, and now they're destroying our city. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Says a lot about Americans as a people.
Exactly. I
And
like
that's as
that.
far as I'm going to dive it.
Who's the Justice Society?
Yeah.
Who are you
Who are
guys?
you?
Which I really did like how they established like his origin and his culture, like with Kondak. I thought it was pretty cool.
I thought so too.
How like they're still under not like dictatorship, but they're still under like authority, higher
Yeah.
authority, and being controlled.
I mean, not anymore. They're all free.
I mean, not anymore. He kind of like killed everyone, but
No, that's true.
but man, I was gonna say something else, but I totally forgot. Threw off track. So
Oh,
something
we're going to
good.
talk about bad CGI. Let's talk about the dead half.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, the girl with the wind, vortex, all of her scenes were beautiful. They were
Oh
so
yeah.
good. I loved her.
Whoever the artist was for that needs to dap me up right now because that shit was sick as hell.
Hey yo, bro.
I will
And
say,
also
for all the
loved,
flaws in the movie, 99% of the time, Black Adam CGI was flawless. The
yes, I loved.
1% is
It
like
felt so
that weird
heavy.
scene where he was
Yeah.
flying and it did that weird close up shot of his head where he's like, oh.
I don't remember that. That's
He
funny.
just I wish The Rock had done the smolder. He didn't do the eyebrow
I
thing.
think he did do the smolder at
I
one
think
point.
he kind of did at the end.
He like
Remember when
half-assed
he was
the
just sitting
smolder.
there? He was just sitting there and he was like, I can't do it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But no, Black Adam was flawless. I
This
feel
one.
like he felt really heavy. Oh, yeah, that's funny. I don't even remember
Dude, this was a whole slow-mo shot, dog.
It's
that.
the POV forehead.
Yeah,
There
dude.
were a lot of scenes that were in the trailer that weren't in the movie. I guess they usually they do that sometimes, but like the jet scene when he like broke off the.
They cut some stuff out.
They really, I feel like the trailers made the movie seem a lot different than it was.
It didn't.
I thought it was kind of typical.
It felt the same.
Like, yeah,
No.
felt solid. But you know what was quite the surprise? It was quite the surprise seeing Amelia Harcourt there,
Ooh,
Who was that?
the agent
ass.
from Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, whenever
James
she
Gunn's
came on screen,
wife.
whenever she came on screen, I looked at Yaditsa in the eyes and said "smash," and then she slapped me and then ran away.
Wait, I don't.
Because she.
False
I don't
story.
know.
Actually, that didn't happen.
I was just gonna say because I don't think I would, but
One of the ones that was like if you find a prison or something, then we can get them. We can get them under control. Who was she?
It was the blonde girl
The
that they
blonde girl
brought
from
Black Adam, and
Peacemaker.
she was like, oh, okay, like, we'll be seeing you later.
Okay.
She didn't see
She's from
Peacemaker.
Suicide Squad. I know you saw Suicide Squad.
I don't know, man.
You don't remember her? Well, I like that they included her because it kind of shows. I don't think it was just like. I mean, it was a cameo for this movie, but like it kind of shows me she's actually getting up in the ranks over there.
Mhm.
So she might actually be heavily involved with Waller and help
You
her.
didn't see Peacemaker, Anthony?
No,
Hmm.
he never saw it.
Oh, you're missing out.
Yeah, it's a really good show. It's really funny.
Like actually missing out.
Do we want to talk
Yeah,
about the
yeah. We'll talk
the
about the post
elephant in
credit
the
scene.
room?
Post credit, dude. Oh my god. I saw. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. When Superman stepped out, I swear all I wanted to do was like stand up in the theater, and be like, "Yeah,
Does he wanted to rip his shirt off? Like, yeah.
dude."
Yeah,
Oh my,
see, I had the post credit kind of spoiled because I knew Superman was going to be there, but I didn't know it was actually going to be Henry Cavill. So I thought
yeah.
they were going to do kind of like what they did, where he like stays in the shadows, and then like
I
right
thought so
before he
too.
pops out, it was going to cut away.
I
But then
thought so
he
too,
actually showed up, and I was like, "Holy fuck, they did it!"
he
dude.
looked he looked beautiful, bro.
His suit looks
He
so
looked
fucking good,
magnificent.
dog.
Oh, can we
Which
one more pro? Sorry, before the movie, real quick.
Yeah,
When Black Adam came back and he got his new suit, it looked fantastic. That with his cape and his
the
new
new suit,
gloves
yeah.
yes.
and everything, that looked really good.
That dude was pimping out, bro.
Yeah. But
It
anyways,
was glorious.
yeah, Superman. I'm so glad they brought him too because it really shows like there's nobody really that can defeat Black Adam. So we have to bring him like the biggest gun that we have. You know what I mean?
Which is Superman. Dude, she was so cocky about it too. She was like, "Oh yeah, I got someone in mind to take
Yeah.
care of your ass."
It was like, all right, bro, watch this.
Question is, what do y'all think will happen if they fight? Who's
I
gonna
don't
win?
think they're gonna.
I don't think
Well,
they're gonna
dude,
fight.
They're
I
definitely
love not
Black
right
Adam.
now though.
Well, I don't know. Sometime in the future, because Black Adam's like basically like if we're good as long as you don't come here. And now she sent a warrior there basically to like put Black Adam in his
Negotiate.
place. Superman's gonna be like, look, you just gotta be good, and that Black Adam's like, make me like I'm not gonna be good. They're
Well,
gonna.
Superman's not gonna be the one to swing first.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, he like that. That's what I was gonna say. I think that literally encapsulated like the direction they're going to Superman and his character, and it's perfect because he was like he didn't say, "Oh, like you better stop or I'm gonna hurt you." He was
It's
like,
like we need
"Come
to.
We
on."
should
He was like,
talk.
"Come on, man. Yeah, we should talk. Come on, man.
But then again,
Like what are you doing, bro?"
Black Adam probably won't swing first either. So I don't know.
Black Adam would
Uh,
totally be the one to swing first. Did you watch the movie, bro?
I was gonna say
Maybe
he's in. Superman did just show up in Kondak, and that's kind of a threat to him.
that is true. Yeah.
But I don't see any. I kind of don't see any reason he would leave Kondak unless there was some outside threat
All right.
I
Well,
don't
who's
see.
they're not going to fight in conduct?
or that.
I
But why would he? Why would they do that? Like just leave him in Kondak. That's his prison, kind of.
So
don't see them fighting like over anything serious. Like if they were to fight, it would just because they're button heads, and it would be a few punches, and then they'd be over it. I don't see them fighting
I
to the death or anything like that.
they're probably gonna make a Superman and Shazam versus Black Adam.
I hope so.
Would be my best guess. Just get all three of them on screen for one movie and then be done with it. Because Black Adam, I get what The Rock's trying to do, but like I don't like that he's trying to make him like this main focal point. Like
He shouldn't
he's a
be.
villain.
He's
Yeah,
he's
he
always a
shouldn't be the
side
focal
character.
point of anything. Yeah.
He's always the one where like some world-ending scenario is going to happen, and then they go to for help. He's not like one of the main guys that's always just hanging around.
He'll be
yeah,
like, "Why should I help?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe because the conduct is gonna die too." And they're like, "He's like, fair,
good point.
fair play, bro. Yeah, maybe I'll
Yeah,
help."
like I suppose so, Bernie.
But I love the suit. Back to Superman. I love the suit. It seems more vibrant, more colorful, and I'm kind of sad that like it sucks that they didn't use the Zack Snyder theme for his Man of Steel. But at the same time, like it feels way more uplifting the direction they're going.
I agree. I think he's going to
With
be
the
a much more
original theme.
hopeful Superman instead of like a always questioning himself Superman. Like he's going to be a lot more confident.
Yeah,
Which I don't know if the Snyder stuff will be canon, like his origin story and stuff. But if it is, it kind of shows the growth he's had,
Yeah,
which I love, and I would
I
suggest
think
keep.
that was despite all the issues with the original, like the canon Justice League. I think that is one of the things that we saw come out of it. We saw a lot more hopeful Superman
Yeah,
at the end. So,
that's all I
all
got,
right,
boys. Wait, you got
time
anything
to.
else?
No, I think it's time to drop the final rating.
Nothing else, Anthony?
That's good for me.
All right, ratings. Ratings.
Give it
Dun
a
dun dun.
9.
9.
I
Yeah.
need to write this down. Hold on. Okay. I'm ready. 9.
Anthony said 9.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop a 7.
Oh, what?
I'm going to drop a 6.5, actually.
Y'all are
I was
crazy.
between a 6.5 and a 7, but I decided to give it a 7.
And that gives us an average of 7.5. So, contrary to popular belief, don't listen to all critics. You can listen to us. But
Yeah,
don't
pretty
listen to
much.
all
So yeah,
critics
don't
online
listen to
if
the
you've seen all these bad reviews.
20% Rotten Tomatoes fucking shit show.
Because I'll tell you this. There's some DC movies that critics have shit on that have genuinely been good movies. Especially if you're a fan of Black Adam, honestly.
Honestly, they're just paid off by Disney to shit on DC for being real. Because
They're
there's no
just the
way that
haters.
IGN gave She Hulk an 8 for a show, but gave this a 2 for a movie.
Well, that's okay because now that James Gunn's here, because all his movies get like 90s, they'll be like, oh no, we're in a predicament.
Oh, no.
We only liked him when he was doing Marvel movies.
Which how's that gonna work? I wonder how his contracts work. Like, how's he marketing for Guardians of the Galaxy as the CEO of DC?
It's probably going to be the last one he does with Marvel, honestly.
That's what I'm thinking, but I think it's
Which
crazy.
says a lot about the characters that he has to work with in DC. That just means he likes a lot more of the characters over here. Otherwise, he would have just stuck with Marvel.
I mean, to be fair, DC, and this isn't controversial, it shouldn't be. DC characters are way more compelling and way better than Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Marvel
Not talking about
characters
no
are usually good.
universe. Talking about comics. Iron Man was a C level character before the movies.
So is Captain America.
I mean, they
Yeah,
are.
that's what I'm saying.
I
And
think,
before Marvel Comics in general was just a B list comic things before the
Except
movies.
Spider Man,
yeah, I think Spider-Man, Hulk had.
Wolverine.
Not even Hulk. It was like Spider Man and
No,
Wolverine.
I would argue Hulk because he has
I
he's
think
a
yeah,
storylines and background.
I agree. I think Hulk was pretty big.
But anyway, but DC, I think with DC they like really establish like a really good background and then all these different timelines for each character.
It's beautiful, but I hope it comes to light. But on that note, make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you're on any podcast platform. Make sure you check the links in the description and any podcast platform and check out our merch store, all our links to our social media, and say hey to our mom for us. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Boy.
Red